Wee, let me back up a little bit. What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day. So I got a video for you today. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge, and this one I'm doing because I'm a fan of the Blind Samurai. I don't know if you've ever seen the Blind Samurai, the Blind Samurai's channel, but he does a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of cutting stuff, and well, he's blind. Is he a samurai? I have my doubts, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because, you know, he hasn't given me a reason not to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my old beat up katana, and let me show you, this thing is scabba-rabba like a ding-dong tore up. I think I might just have to redo this whole damn thing, grind it all over again, sand it down, and make it special. Here's something I found out. I got a comment on one of my videos, my katana videos, and I had this guy comment and telling me a couple things. This guy, he's an Asian guy. He's from, he may have been from Japan, but he studies traditional, and he's much better at this than I am. But he told me that I was making a mistake by keeping my hand, because I had my hand up here at the suba, right, the guard. This is where I would keep my hand. And he told me that my hand was too high. I needed to bring it down. And I was like, not even gonna question him. I was like, all right, you know what you're talking about. So, but then he said, one thing that I can't do is he said, and don't forget, the right hand goes on top. But I said, well, I'm left-handed. He said, doesn't matter. Well, to me it does, because I still have to function. So, I will continue to use my left hand on top, but I will respect the ways, and I will keep my hand off of the suba. So, this is what we're going to do. The Blind Samurai does all these cuts blindfolded, and we make all these videos, I mean, not blindfolded, but unfolded. And we make all these videos where we just go straight at things, looking at it. And we don't really appreciate how difficult it must be for someone, especially if you're not born blind, if you become blind later in life, to refocus your entire way of living to combat not being able to see. And this guy being able to hit targets, right, with a blade, it's got to take some practice. So there's my my Blind Samurai challenge. First, subscribe to his channel. You might like it. Second, and here's the part of the challenge, what I need you to do is I need you to blindfold yourself. I'm going to actually blindfold myself, not just wear sunglasses, because, disclaimer, I can see through these. So, so basically what we want to have you do is we're going to blindfold ourselves, and we're going to have a couple targets in front of us, multiple times, not just one, because if you hit one target, all you have to do is stand in one place, and you're going to know where it's at. I want to make sure you have at least 2 targets so you can hit and then have to find the other one without being able to see it, and that's what we're going to do. How do we get these targets? Well, I don't have any pool noodles. So what I'm going to use is stuff I find in the tree. How am I going to get that stuff down? Well, I have a katana, so I'm going to use that. But how do I make them sharp at the end to stick them in the ground? I use what's in my pockets. What's in my pockets today? What's in your pockets? Here you go, Scab. Well, first, from Brody at the Chainsaw Shack, I have my torch. I really, really like this thing. It's been with me literally every single day. I have my, you step up to me, Bigfoot. All right, here we go. I've got a little defensive posturing, and what I'm going to use for today's work is what's in my pocket, the Cold Steel 4 Max, for maximum pleasure. Kind of like me, only worse. And I mean me being worse, not the knife. So I have a couple 1-inch forest trees up here, and I think this one right there, I think you guys can see, has got 2 branches coming off of it. So I think what I'm going to do is just take those 2 branches down. Well, let's see. I'm not blindfolded yet, so this shouldn't be hard. There we go. So, I have 2 branches. Now what I need to do is take off some of the stuff that's on these 2 branches and have myself a debranched tree. And there we go. Next one. Oh yeah, baby. Let's get those off of there. Let's get that off of there. Let's get that off of there. Eventually, just skinning it. I think it's more like petting it right now. And that off of there, and then we will take off the tip. So now I have 2 branches. I'm going to sharpen up the tops of each one, dig them into the dirt, and we shall go blindfolded. All right, so found myself a good position. I'm going to throw down my tee, going to place my katana nicely, and I'm going to sharpen the ends of these guys right here, wrong pocket, with the 4 max. How do we do that? Well, it's a 4 max. We do it kind of easily. All right, well, there we go. There we go. So that's 1. So what I'm going to do is plant this son bitch right here in the ground. Hopefully I don't snap it before I get it. Otherwise I have to sharpen a new part. There we go. That's 1. And now this guy right here. There we go. So I'm going to want to hit 1 and then stop and turn and hit another in a different location. So I'm going to put that one right about here. So now I have 2 spots. Let's see. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm going to have both in frame, and I think I do. 1, 2, and these are about 6 feet apart. Okay, so now here's where it's going to get a little crazy. I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to blindfold myself. I'm going to go back way over there by the car. I'm going to blind myself. I hope not. I'm going to blindfold myself, and then I'm going to walk up here, being blindfolded, and take my shots. Because I figure if I really wanted to be kind of cheap, what I could do is stand right here, get my footing, blindfold myself after I already know where everything is, and take my shots. But that doesn't seem very fair, right? Because if this guy can go through life without being able to see, I should be able to go through the yard, right? And you know, being blind, you have to do things like have memory of how things feel in your feet, so you know maybe where you are. You have to be able to understand the count, the direction. You have to. It's really difficult. Like I can go back 15 paces and think, okay, I'll just walk 15 paces. But being blindfolded, you have no idea if you're kind of walking like that. So I'm going to try and use my senses to the best of their ability to get myself back to this spot. If I can do that, then I should be good. So, you know, I think so you guys can get a full thing, because otherwise you can't really see the walking to the spot thing. All right, I believe both of them are in frame there. So that's what I'm going to do. Let me get my blindfold. Hold on now. All right, before I get started, I got my katana over there. This is what I'm using. It's very, very thick, right? And what's going to happen is I'm going to double it, right? So you think, oh yeah, it's thick now, but wait till you put it out. Okay, so now there is 2 layers. That is what I'm doing. Can you see through there? Me neither. All right, so I'm going to place this thing over my head like so. I'm not lying to you guys. I can't see squat, which means I need to get my katana. So I got to take this thing off my head. I maybe wasn't even in there. All right. So also, Rob Zombie, if you are watching this, which who knows you may be, I sent you an email Yes, Rob Zombie, I sent you an email. Email me back, man. Email me back. I'd like to know what you thought of what I sent you. So, I probably need this. So let's get it started. Blindfold is going to... Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to actually... Oh, it's already running. Never mind. Okay, so it's already running. All right, here we go. All right. That was a complete miss. That was a complete miss. I just stepped on a stick. I hope that's not what I was supposed to be swinging at. I was way off. Do you see how hard? Well, I was actually really close, but do you see how hard this is? I just took like 4 shots. I was standing right there. I missed every single time. Let's try again, because this is tough. Ah! I hit one. Alright, so I hit this one, sheared it completely in half, and you can see it's still stuck in the ground. I hit this one, but it must not have been a very good hit. Oh, here we go. Because I knocked it down, but I'll show you what we did. That was hard. That was hard. So, we got it, but we didn't get it. That was interesting. Interesting to say the least. I just lost my katana. So, good thing I have to redo this one. So, the blind samurai challenge. Whew, it was hot under there. That was difficult. What makes it difficult is the fact that you have to walk up to it. If I didn't have to walk up to it, I think it would have been really easy. But this guy lives his entire life having to walk up to stuff, right? So, I wanted to give him that kind of respect. Yeah, that was a trip. Blind Samurai, got tons of respect for you, man. So I'm hoping that some of you other guys can put together a video of cutting something while blindfolded. And to up the ante, I still have one stick over there. It's one thing to do it with a very long weapon. It's another thing to do it with a very short one, right? I'm going to re-blindfold myself. Actually, I don't know why I took it off. Re-blindfold myself and go swing at that. Now, this is going to be harder because now it's low. So I can't just swing. I have to freaking hit the right angle. So let's re-pop this on. Okay. Okay, let's try this. I've got to be close. All right, blindfold's off. So remember what I was telling you, how you can walk in a certain direction? Here's my stick right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. I am about 4 feet away. But can't give up on a challenge. Let's try that again. That time I got it. And I'll tell you, I just hit the tip where I made the other cut by about 2.5 inches. You can see it right there. So yeah. So there's your challenge. You don't have to do it with a smaller knife. If you do, more power to you. What I would like to see, even though you're not going to win anything, these are the rules to my challenge. I would like to see either a sword or a knife, a machete, it doesn't really matter. and I would like to see you go 10 yards away from your target. Walk to your target completely blindfolded. Completely blindfolded, no cheating. And hit 2 pieces at least 6 feet apart. If you do that, you're doing pretty well. I'm happy, you're happy. This thing is not happy. My pieces are loosening. I really need to take it apart and put it back together right. So, that's it for that. Ooh, blind samurai. I hope you enjoyed this video, my brother. I'll be enjoying some of your next ones. I am Donnie B all day. Until next video.